trouble.
Hit it again, honey. Oh, come on, come on. You know something? You're a real friend. Oh.
I think you had maybe too much to drink, mister.
You crazy? Ain't nothing but coffee, see?
Well, I guess that coffee's a little too strong then. I don't want any trouble with you, so why don't you just go out in the back and sleep it off? I'll have to take that gun, though.
I ain't going nowhere. Hey, you run on back to school, little boy.
I'm the deputy here, mister. Sheriff's not in town, so I'm in charge. Now give me your gun.
You gonna take it away from me, kid?
I'd hate to have to do that.
You know something? I'm gonna have to learn you how to behave with your elders. This lesson's gonna kill you.
Got a snap out of it, boy. You did the only thing that you could do.
You lay there so still, Case. I swear I thought he was fooling me. You look like a Cupid doll got busted and some kid threw away. I kept thinking he was gonna get up and tell me it was a joke.
You've got to stop that kind of talk. Jack Walsh tried to kill you.
Like taking licorice stick from a baby. He didn't have a chance. Sucker bait.
Oh, so you think so, do you? Well, let me tell you something. Jack Walsh was a mean one. And he was always asking for trouble when he was drunk.
He wasn't drunk, Case. He was sitting over a mug of coffee when I came in.
You're the law, and he drew on you.
He was only having a little fun. And I killed him.
Now, will you kindly be sensible? This isn't the first time that you used your gun, is it now?
It's the first time I ever used it to kill a man. You know why, Case? Because I was wearing a badge.
Evening, Sheriff. Gave me quite a start.
Sorry, Ross.
Got some fresh coffee. Can I pour you a cup?
Yeah, I could use it.
Ever play nursemaid to an old man?
Thank you.
You know, there's one thing I'll never understand. How a hard-working, God-fearing rancher like Abe Ryder can be the same man who comes into town and gets so drunk I gotta pack him up like a baby and ride him home.
Abe Ryder's been doing that long before you come to town, Sheriff.
Well, I don't think he'll do it anymore. I warned him if I have to escort him home again, Mrs. Ryder's got the sheriff's permission to whack his saddle end good with a broom handle.
Johnny, I've been waiting for you. I gotta talk to you.
Sit down, Case. Like a cup of coffee?
Alone, Johnny. It's that important.
I'll just set the jug here. Help yourself. I got chores to tend to in the back anyhow.
Thank you, Ross.
Johnny, there's been a killing in town.
Where?
The saloon.
When?
This afternoon.
Who was it?
One of the Walsh boys came into town. He must have been drunk.
Was he?
Well, the barkeep said he didn't serve him anything, but...
What makes you think he was drunk?
Oh, it figures, Johnny. He always picked a fight when he'd been at the bottle. He drew on Cully.
Cully?
Oh, he's all right. Walsh was spoiling for trouble, Johnny.
That the way it was?
That's the way it was.
Hell, and drunk or sober, there's no problem. Cully was just doing his job, that's all.
It's not quite as simple as that, Johnny.
Say, where is Cully?
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I don't know. I've got Laura out looking for him, too.
What do you mean, out looking for him?
He took it awful hard, Johnny.
Where'd he go?
Beats me. I figured by now he'd be hungry and be back for supper, but...
Johnny? It's Cully's gun. Abby gave it to me. She saw him throw it away. I'm worried. I just came from his rooming house, and Mrs. Morgan says he hasn't been there all day.
I told you, Johnny, I'd never seen him act this way.
He killed a man. It's like, oh, I don't know, like something inside of him just burst wide open. Where are you going?
I'm going to find him. Case, take this up to his room, will you?
Of course, Johnny.
Well, wait a minute. Johnny, you don't understand. You see, he must know that you're back by now, wondering where he is. You're the one he's hiding from.
Then I'm the one that has to find him. Abby, have you seen Cully?
I came to ask you. Mr. Ringo, maybe Forest Ridge. Cully and I used to go there a lot.
Well, thank you, Abby. Had your supper?
I'm not hungry.
Laura and Case, I guess I don't have to tell you how they feel. They like you a lot, Cully. Mighty worried when you didn't show up for supper.
Why don't they leave me alone?
They kind of like you.
All right.
Look, Cully, I know how you feel. You gotta believe that. To see the life go out of a man, the life you took with your own gun, well, that's not easy to live with.
Found that out.
But after a while, something happens. You learn to get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it. He didn't have a chance. That's all I keep telling myself. Not a chance in the world.
You know what happened to me the first time? I got sick. That's right. A fellow was trying to shoot me in the back. He was wanted by the law on 6 counts of murder and armed robbery. Everybody in town cheered me when I was lucky enough to get him first. But that didn't change anything. I went right out and back and got sick.
I felt sick. Choked. Like everything inside me was rotten.
Look, Cully, that man was trying to kill you.
All this time I've been handling guns and not knowing what they do. Okay, folks, step right in and watch Cully, the wonder kid, shoot the cigarette out of the lady's mouth. Watch him blow out a candle at 100 paces. Only this time, the candle was a man's life.
A man was out to kill you. Cully, do you hear me?
Happened so fast. Sitting over a cup of coffee. Then he's dead.
He was a vicious-tempered man with liquor in him.
You found old man Ryder drunk. What did you do? You took him home.
Ryder didn't try to draw on that badge.
Piece of tin in shape of a star.
No, Cully, it's more than a piece of tin. It's the whole town. And when you wear it, you speak for the people.
It's a hunting license. A free hunting license. And I don't want it.
Cully.
You the sheriff?
That's right.
Our name's Walsh. Don't believe we've met.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
We come to see our brother gets a decent burial.
I can give you a full report.
I'll bet you can. We've been looking forward to meeting you, Ringo. Famous gunslinger like you.
We wondered what kind of a man would take on a trigger-happy kid as his deputy.
We heard he used to be a crack shot with a traveling show.
What of it, Mr. Walsh?
We figure he's a killer, Ringo. Badge or no badge. Taunting a sober, hard-working rancher just to show off.
Your brother was drunk.
Not this time, Ringo. The bartender promised us he wouldn't sell him anything.
You got that in your report, Ringo? That the bartender sold him whiskey?
The bartender didn't sell him anything. Your brother must have gotten drunk somewhere else.
Why don't you tell us where that kid is that shot our brother?
Any business you have with him, you can take up with me.
The only business we got with you, Ringo, is that kid.
I'm going to give you some good advice. Go home and let the law handle this.
Ringo, we are going to get the man who killed our brother, or anyone else who tries to keep us from him.
Morning.
You sold Jack drinks.
No, I didn't. I told you I wouldn't.
You lie. Ringo says he was drinking.
I didn't sell him anything, Mr. Walsh. You made me promise, remember? I tell you, I didn't sell him anything.
You ain't lying?
I swear.
Where's that kid live?
Don't ask me anything like that, Mr. Walsh. I don't want to cause trouble for anyone.
Take it easy, Red. Kid's gonna come to us.
Time we done some hard thinking.
We heard you thinking before we come to town, Dick.
He was my brother, too. Whatever he done was right. But another killing, what good's that gonna do?
You're wasting your breath, Dick.
I'm talking sense, Bert. His gun's the only way.
We didn't choose him, Dick. That kid did.
Cully, I've got to talk to you. Now open up the door. Cully, please talk to me. Please.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
Well, I didn't know I was just anybody, Cully.
I'm pulling up stakes.
And Johnny needs you.
You'll find someone else.
What are you gonna do? Go back to a barker's booth and work in a carnival the rest of your life? Is that what you want?
Why can't any of you understand? I killed a man. I don't like it and I can't live with it. So, all right. I'll go back to shooting at targets that don't get hurt. Is that plain enough?
No, it isn't. I think I know how you must feel about killing somebody. But a man who'll run away and leave his friend to do his fighting for him. Oh, what's the use?
What are you talking about?
The man you shot is 3 brothers. They've come to town to kill you.
Oh. So now I've got to go out and kill them. Or let them kill me. And if I had 3 brothers...
No, you don't have to do that. You can sneak out of town, ride hard. They'd never find you.
That's just what I'm gonna do.
I see.
More killing. Won't prove anything.
I understand. Well, you just pack up and go. But somebody's gonna die. Of course, you don't have to be around when that happens. Maybe that somebody is your friend. I guess maybe he just thought you were man enough when he gave you that badge to wear. What's the difference? Because you're gonna close your eyes and there's not gonna be any more killing in this whole world. Isn't that right, Cully? You go on and get out. You let Johnny face the Walshes alone.
Laura? I don't know what to do.
But it's up to you. Nobody can tell you, Cully. Nobody. If you decide to leave, please go the back way because they're in the saloon waiting for you.
No sign of him.
He's in town. He was seen riding in. Nobody seen him leave.
And what about Ringo? You think he's gonna just let us kill that boy and do nothing?
Are you afraid, Dick? Afraid of a glorified killer with a badge?
Ask him around town, will you, Red? The man's doing a job here, a good job.
Stop taking up for him, Dick.
I ain't taking his side. Now, you get that into your head? Jack was my brother as well as yours. Ringo told us he was making a full report, right? All right, let's hear what he's got to say.
He still thinks Jack was drunk. You heard the barkeep.
Oh, wait a minute, Bird. Well, it can't hurt to try. Now, maybe Dick here has a talk with Ringo real reasonable-like.
What is it you want to do, Dick?
Just talk to Ringo. So?
It can't hurt, huh, Bird?
Okay.
Yeah, you tell him we hung up our guns. We're a mind to hear what he's got to say. All right?
What is it you got in mind, Red?
It's simple, don't you see? Dick talks to Ringo and keeps him busy. When that kid comes on the street, he's dead.
Well, what about Ringo?
Well, if he don't see our side, there's 3 of us.
Excuse me, Sheriff. I come to talk to you about my brother.
Well, we were doing just that. Miss Lambert, Mr. Walsh. Rose was with your brother when he died.
Then I'm glad I come over. The barkeep says he didn't sell my brother anything to drink.
That's right, he didn't.
You keep saying he's drunk?
And that's right, too. Rose here can explain. Tell Mr. Walsh what you just told me.
Well, your brother and I... We were friends.
I had a bottle in my room, and I brought it to him.
The barkeep says he saw my brother drinking coffee.
I hid the bottle in my bag and filled his cup when no one was looking. After he was dead, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to make any trouble. I was afraid.
Wish you'd tell that to my brothers, man. We took off our guns, Sheriff. That's why they sent me here to talk to you. There won't be no trouble.
They're drinking, Johnny. They're just spoiling for a fight.
Well, after they hear what you've got to say. Please, Sheriff. I'm trying to avoid trouble.
Mister, nothing would please me more.
Think that's him?
That kid, is that Ringo's deputy?
No, that's not him. I'm sure that's not him.
Cully!
Why didn't you wait till we had dead aim?
Bert! No, you don't understand!
You got Dick, but I couldn't help it. You get Ringo, that kid's mine.
Out. Now, come on out.
It still ain't over, kid. We ain't forgetting you killed our brother.
Neither am I. He's the first man I ever killed. I didn't want to kill him, but I had to. It's my job.
Case, take him over to docks.
Right.
You go with him. When he tells you what really happened, maybe you'll calm down. But remember, if you come into this town again and try to sit in judgment, you'll end up just like your brother. Now get.
What happens now? Does it get easier?
Oh, it'll happen anytime you face a man. The badge will help, but it won't change what happens to you inside. However, it does give you the right to fight for what the badge stands for. The one important thing is, never abuse that right. I know you never will. That cake looks wonderful, Laura.
Yeah, made it myself. You see, you take a little bit of beeswax and you add a little bit of charcoal.
Johnny, trouble. Drunk again. Well, now, it ain't that bad. It's just old man Ryder. He's got another snoot full.
This time is yours, Deputy.
Me?
That's right. On your way. Cully, tell Mrs. Ryder not to forget that broom handle.
Ringo, Johnny Ringo, his fears were never shown. The fastest gun in all the West, the quickest ever known. Everywhere he traveled, trouble was all that he found. Face to face with a man set to prove that he could shoot Ringo down. Ringo, Johnny Ringo, his fears were never shown. The fastest gun in all the West, the quickest ever known.